with hundreds of miles of my favorite structure, and that is seawall. Be it for saltwater fishing or freshwater fishing, predator fish will be moving up and down these seawalls or staging up underneath them, waiting for bait fish that they can corner up against it and hit them with a tremendous ferocity. My favorite way to fish a seawall is going to be this right here, a topwater plug. This is a head and super spook. You could also use the storm chug bug. Wow, these hooks are sharp. So let's talk about the way that I like to actually fish the seawall. When I approach a seawall, be it from land or by boat or kayak, I first like to work my topwater plug parallel to the wall. So I'll go parallel one way and retrieve, and then I'll parallel the other way and retrieve. So get my plug cast out, relatively parallel. If it's deeper water, I'll keep it nice and close. If the deeper water is a bit further out, I'll keep it a bit further out, and then I just walk my plug. Oop. And we're on something right there. Alrighty. Got a baby barracuda. So what I like to do, as I said, was go parallel. So I've casted that way, it worked. So then switch around and I'll cast out parallel the other way. It's shallow here. If it's deep against the seawall, get as close to that seawall as possible. They'll come up and nail it. If it is a little too shallow, we have a really strong outgoing tide, go further out to the deep spots, like out here. And then just walk your bait in. So after I've worked parallel to the wall, I will usually then, and this is if I'm fishing from the wall, fan cast out in thirds. 1, 2, and 3. And then go back to working parallel and so forth. So we'll take my first cast right out this way, out to the left. I'll then make my second cast straight out to the middle. Make sure I don't hook the camera person. And then begin my retrieve. Then I'll head out to the third part of my fin, right out there. So when you're retrieving your bait, you want it to mimic a fleeing and wounded bait fish. So that could be a mullet, a pilchard, it could even be an injured needlefish. And a lot of times I like to do a pretty fast, erratic action, just a quick jerking motion to the tip of the rod. Once that doesn't work, a lot of times I'll switch up my cadence. In nature, you don't see fish necessarily swimming with a set pace, especially injured fish. They'll be at a very irregular cadence, you know, twitch, 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 stop, stop, twitch, twitch, twitch. Or with mullet, when they're wounded, that little circle, twitch, twitch, twitch in a circle they do. So now I'm going to cast back out and I'm going to switch out my cadence. So we'll start going across erratically and then a stop. And then a twitch, 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 twitch. And then start going again. And then a stop, and then a twitch, twitch. Most of the fish really like it when they sense that something's being chased and something might have already been hit by another fish. To them, that's an easy meal. A panicked fish, one that's singled out from the rest of the pack, one that's hurt and scurrying. You always want to make them think that they're about to get that easy meal, and they can sense that motion in the water. So this winter, we had a really windy winter down here in the Keys, and it was at this exact seawall that you'll see some really fun footage I had from being on my kayak right out there. Have a nice channel up there. It was during a strong high tide going out, and you should see the fun I had with some of these jacks. Check this out, enjoy. The absolute blitzkrieg. perfectly. And good for me. Happily, while that's happening, sitting here getting my lure adjusted. Let's see what we got. There it is. Not a big one. Take that back. Now he knows he's hooked. There it is. Now remember what happened the other day with the sharks. I do not want to start a feeding frenzy. There's a jack. Okay. Dude, you don't want to become shark bait. I don't want to become shark bait. So we're going to horse unless you are a shark. This guy's got a lot of muscle in him. That's a real deal. Jackcraw right there. I don't like that. I don't like that big boil. Phil loses his arm. Alright, we're horsing this thing. Because we're about to get a shark on the line. I don't want that. Put this St. Croix rod to the test. Big jack. That's a big jack. Okay. Well, you know, oh, I broke it. I tried to film it in a different position. It's not going to happen. So we're just going to have to get in the old-fashioned way. Ooh, it's a big jack. That is a big big doozy. That is a doozy of a jack. For our shark friend, because he's not going to be far behind. Boat him. Bam! Look at the size of that thing. Woo! Here's my oar for comparison. That is a big donkey of a jack. Look at that guy. That is a hefty jack. Ooh. So much for me trying to move my camera. Away he goes. Let's see if they're heading down this way. They're going to stay around that bay. I don't know why they would leave it, but jacks are always on the rolling fish. And those are the ones we got on the way up. We're trying to get them on the way back. Oh, that's a tiny little one right there. Ooh! Catch of the day, shark bait. Really could use this to catch other jack. Mullet right there. I don't know if anything's gonna hammer him though. I'd like to hope that maybe they are. It's a big school of mullet. I'm about to get into. That is some real deal ferocity right there. I don't know what it is either. That is some real deal ferocity. Look at those blowups. My lure didn't even hit the ground. Look at that. Look at that right over there, guys. See that? My lure didn't even pop or make a splash. I barely twitched it. I just reeled it in. Not wildly comfortable doing this at night. Whatever. Might get a shark on the other end of it. There's a head wake. That's got a shark on it now. Right next to us. So this poor guy in. I have not seen blowups like this in a hot minute. Wow. That thing took out some serious line. You can see it now. As long as a shark doesn't get this thing, you're okay. This is one a school of mullet. Those are some big bruisers. Jack, I just don't want it to be sharp meat. It didn't even, I just reeled, I didn't even pop this damn thing. Wow. Oh shit. Going over my anchor line. Fuck that. Alright, buddy. You're coming with me. He's not done yet. That is a fish. Right there. Wow. That is a fish. Right there. Oh. Wow. That thing. Let's start the camera. Look at this bad boy right there. Without question, my biggest jack to date. That is about 15 pounds. That is, look how thick he is. And you go before the sharks come. Holy crap. I think I bent my hooks out. I thought I was getting that filmed on there. I guess not. Holy shit. So we have a southwest wind blowing a ton of sargassum up against the seawall. I don't have my yak, so we're just gonna do a little bit of shore fishing before rehearsal tonight. And we're going ultra light, 2500 reel, 7.6 medium light St. Croix. That was retarded. That feels like a big cuda. God, I love these chug bugs. Let's see who it is. Probably a jack. The problem is with this current, they gain like 10 pounds. He's cruising weirdly. That seemed like a jack to me. Big jack after work, ladies and gentlemen. That's a jack. That's a big jack. Ooh, that's a nice jack. Cool. It's a beautiful jack. Beautiful. There's his buddy down there. There's two of them. That's a hunker of a jack right there. Absolute hunker. Look at him. He's a big, beautiful jack. And off he goes. No worse for wear.